This is a story that you told me about. I didn't know about it. There is a writer who was hired by the New York Times, and there were certain tweets that came up from her past, very similar to the James Gunn story. Here is a report on it, from a report on it on Fortune. The screenshot doesn't present the tweets in any sort of context, but some of Jong's phrases are jarring, including "dumbass effing white people" and how much joy I get out of being cruel to old white men. And then this seemed like the kind of response I found like a pretty standard response in the initial wake of that. This is from Jeff Roberts, who's a writer. He says Sarah Jeong is one of the best tech reporters of our time and a great hire for the New York Times. But it's hard to see these tweets as anything other than blatant racism. Some people came back. This is the next tweet in that thread. In the context of her social circle, which includes me, they are clearly understood as hyperbolic jokes, similar to various ban men tweets. A guy I know, Owen Ellickson, who's a writer, he's like on The Office and stuff. He goes, it's welcome to the popular new game. Is there a Sarah Jeong critic who hasn't tweeted something racist? Those are two tweets, one calling her out and the other one's racist. The New York Times essentially responded, we're not gonna throw it up just because there's not a lot of time before the break, but they essentially said, we hired her, she feels bad about those tweets. We are going to bat for her, but like I think the thing was, she regrets it and the Times does not condone it.
Ridiculous, ridiculous. Like they should have never even addressed this. Like it's ridiculous. Like the fact that the right wing that very frequently engages in much more damaging racist tropes can then turn around and actively weaponize the same progressive tools is terrifying. And that's precisely why a lot of people have been saying, like, stop it with this, with the internet lynch mobs, please. And a lot of people on the left have been saying this as well. Of course it's going to, like we've been actively developing tools to create like social media lynch mobs that successfully get people fired for the past 8 years, 10 years, 20 years almost. Like, I mean, and conservatives used to do this as well. So don't think that it was an exclusively liberal thing, but for the past 8 years, liberals have been doing this. And of course, we created an environment where this is now going to be the new way. Where do we stop?
It feels like, and to bring it back to what we talked about earlier on in the show, with like the CNN clips that we played, there's a lot of things that for writers and media personalities are the easy first instinct. And that instinct is, they look at it, they're like, it's a racist Twitter story. I see an image that has a bunch of racist tweets on it. My response is, guys, you're good, but we gotta get rid of her, we just have to.
Thank you so much for watching this video from The Damage Report. Please don't forget to like the video and also to subscribe to the channel so that you get notified as soon as new videos become available. To hear even more about both this topic and other issues not being covered nearly enough by the mainstream media, you're gonna wanna tune in every morning to our full hour-long show. That's at 12 p.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, available on the TYT Network channel on YouTube TV.